Wellness. Now, here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Well, thank you for joining us again on the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHS, coming to you from the Vault Media Studio right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. That's right, our custom-built studio just for you. And you're going to enjoy today's show. We got some incredible guests that you're going to recognize and be glad that we have them on today, as we are.
And the best way to do that is to join us in the vault at donandgino.com. Just hit the watch and listen live, and you can see us in the studio, and you can kind of get a sneak peek of who our guest is today.
That's right. The one and only Mr. Casey Kirkman with AQMS and Ben Strength. That's right. Affordable, quality, moving, and storage, right?
Correct.
All right. Just make sure I didn't mess that up.
You know, Don's known as the name hacker.
Hey, that's been a while.
Yes, you know,
after 3 years, I've gotten much better at just slowing down.
You're kind of rusty at creating bloopers. What's up with that?
Give me time. We got 2 hours today. We'll figure it out. So, yeah, we have Casey and Ben joining us today, and we're going to talk about, obviously this is a real estate and finance show, and one of the main topics that we haven't really gotten depth on until we got Casey on is talking about who you should hire to help you move. Other than your friends, of course, because I know when my friends mention they're moving, I become recluse real quick.
Hey, I've volunteered a little bit of time at the end of this month, and I think you have as well.
Uh-oh.
You hear that snicker in the background? Look right behind you there.
Oh, that's okay. Luckily, she only has 2 items to her name.
She
We're
does.
talking about producer Shannon.
It's the easiest move on the planet. She's like,
Sorry, Casey, no business for you.
Shannon, we can help you. I'll send Ben out.
I got a crew for that.
Yeah, he's all, I got a crew for that, exactly.
Yeah, when Shannon said she needed help moving, I was like, we only have like 6 things. I'm in.
Well, Casey and Ben have brought together some great topics to go over. I'm sure these are topics that you want to know more about, because it's like, how do you choose who? And is it a local company? And what do they do? And how much does it cost? We can touch on all that stuff, right, guys?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah,
I know this isn't your first rodeo. So
no,
yeah.
I've been on a couple of these, but I'll tell you, thanks a million for having us.
All right. We're excited to have you
I've
here.
listened to the show. You guys do an unbelievable job and are very involved in the community, and the city of Santa Clarita is blessed to have you guys. You guys are amazing. So.
As are you. And we're going to talk about that, because I got a new nickname for you.
Can I talk to
Yeah, Mr. Community. My goodness. It's a repertoire of like all the various people you help, all the various good causes in this town. And what's nice is you're very much involved, as we are, with the ones you know actually give value
Absolutely.
back, which is really nice. So we'll talk a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. We'd love to.
All right, so we'll start off with our usual market update of what's going on in the market, so you are in the know. Again, we'd love you to join us right here. We have 3 HD cameras, Furman at AP Productions, making us look good, Casey making us look even better, and Ben, of course, because it's just usually us for the last 3 years.
Yeah, in fact, Don, let's jump into the word on wealth real quick, because, over the last few weeks we've been talking about interest rates improving, and kind of the why behind it. We know that the economy is just, it's okay, it's doing all right. If you look at
puttering along.
Yeah, you call it that, but if you look at 3 years ago where we were when we started our show, it was just devastated. So I actually think it's doing pretty well overall. But one of the things that's actually making a difference, and I just found out this weekend from a friend of mine that, and we'll post the article on our Facebook page if that's okay with you, but the idea is that Ben Bernanke's out on a speaking tour. And he's out on a speaking tour basically telling everybody that the Fed can't raise rates because of the way it impacts the ability of the nation to pay and service its own debt.
It's so true.
Yeah. So we might be in
We have a little bit of debt?
Just a tiny tad. So I don't even want to know what the number is now. But the reality is that there might be reasons why, between that and the globalization of everything.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I think that's a big factor, even though they're not talking about that. It's like every time the economy seems to get just a little bit better, something crazy happens in Japan or something crazy happens somewhere else in the world, and it brings rates back down. So we might be going into a new normal for the next decade or so until we figure out how things work and how things change, and rates might stay low for an extended period of time.
Yeah, but don't get too comfortable. It's very easy for you to go out there and get a. Okay, we've seen this picture again. It's easy to get greedy it's easy to push back and say I'm going to wait till rates get back to 3.5, which may never happen again. I doubt it.
So maybe I should clarify what low is.
Exactly.
Okay, low is anything under 7%. That's low. Okay, let's be realistic. That's what low is. So when I'm talking about a decade of low interest rates, I'm talking about 10 years of probably rates, below 7 or below 8. I'm not talking about 10 years of rates, under 4. That's
well,
ridiculous.
how funny is it that everybody's gotten so comfortable with the low rates that when it went to 5%, everybody's head blew up and they were done. I'm out of the market. Rates are too high. Are you kidding me? A lot of us have been around a little bit longer than the new buyers and stuff. And like you said, I know my first home was at 7 3/4 on the first and 12% on the second. And I was happy as could be.
Yeah, and I was on a 2-year ARM at 6.875 with a 13% second, and it was 100% financing, and it's one of the best loans I ever got because it got me into a brand new place that I had a triplex. I was able to pick it up then. I still have it today, 13 years later. So don't be afraid of an adjustable if it helps you get into.
There you go. And don't sit on the fence, as they say. Get out there and get into the market because it is a great market. Rates are incredibly the lowest they've been in 7 months now. And house prices are taking a little seat back, but you're going to get comfortable. And okay, hear us out. Remember, we have our little crystal ball here on the table, and it's been pretty right because you're going to see home prices take a little step back, and you're going to think that we're going to go through another bubble, and therefore I'm going to wait. All this is going to do is go back to a current norm. A lot of you sellers out there, yes, I'm talking to you, got a little greedy out there going, well, my neighbor sold it for this, so I can sell it for 20 grand more, and then they sell it, and the next person tries to go. There's a point where it stops. We'll get to a normal market again, and then it will slowly increase. Not 25% a year. Sorry.
What was really interesting? Rena brought up last week, Rena Tarrant with Keller Williams VIP Properties brought up that, and I thought this was a great point, nobody else had brought it up yet, is that the sectors and pockets are starting to level out. So you've got you had like certain areas, like my area. We talked a little bit about Tesoro. It just spiked all of a sudden out of nowhere. It went up like 35%.
Well, that's because it was so decimated. Again, just like everything else, tops and bottoms.
So that one jumped, and now you're seeing it completely flatten out in Tesoro. But you're seeing other areas like Northbridge start to catch up to Tesoro. So it's really area specific, and you really need a professional realtor to help you with what areas are doing well.
Don't try to figure this out yourself, please. It doesn't work. So yeah, definitely work with a professional. If you don't have one, you can always reach out to us at 855-DON-GINO, 855-DONGINO, or email us at donandgino@gmail.com. A lot of great information on our website at donandgino.com. There's a theme here. Go to our website. There's a YouTube page, site. You click on the YouTube. There's 180 shows now.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, Casey, can you believe that?
That's amazing. That's amazing. You guys really do a great job.
See, we hit out here. We started our own. They don't even know we're on, I think.
That's kept secret in town.
Yeah, that's why we built our own studio. All right. You do not want to go away. We have two incredible guests. Very excited to have you guys here today. And we're going to go over some great stuff. I'm actually excited to find out more about this stuff because I guarantee all of you at one point or another, unless you used AQMS, probably had some horror stories about moving companies. I know I have them. I'm still looking at the dials that are missing from my washer and dryer that just disappeared. Anyways, we're going to talk more about why, ifs, hows, costs, all that good stuff with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Casey Kirkman and Ben Strength with AQMS when we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. We'll be right back.